Everyone, first of all, I just want to, thank you, the Office of Community Partnership, for providing us the opportunities to be part of the program and for hosting us here today. My name is Rita Than,
and I'm Jenny Quinn.
We are very excited to share more about the Math Festival programs that we designed and implemented in collaborations with our partners, Jenny Brown at Lincoln High School, Tom Edgar and Ksenia Simulik at Pacific Lutheran Universities.
Before we get started, I feel like there always has to be an interactive part to every lecture. So if you have already answered this poll, you're done. If you haven't, please take out your phone, scan the QR code. It should take you straight to a form to fill out. And I'd like you to answer the question, or I'd like you to complete the sentence, math is blank. And this is just going to give us the pulse of the room, the pulse of Tacoma, as it were, towards what the culture of mathematics is here in our community. And it was maybe 5 years ago that the STEAM Learning Network of Graduate Tacoma did a survey similar to this, and they found that the math culture is not particularly positive. And that's where Tacoma Math comes from initially, is partnering with the STEAM Learning Network and working to change the culture of math in Tacoma through outreach events and externship events and all kinds of wonderful things. So, anybody need more time? Did you do it, Belinda? It's okay. All right, let's see how we've done in our answering. Ooh, math is, see, now we're getting answers. A language, essential, awesome, hard, didn't love, patterns, things, might be useful, love. Math is love. I absolutely believe it. Fun, awesome, beautiful. Clearly we have a group that's biased towards liking math, which is wonderful. Our work in this room is done.
Well, the mission of this project, this program, is to foster positive attitudes towards mathematics among our younger students and within their families as well. So we aim to provide, festivals to students in Tacoma area, particularly those who live in low-income communities as well. So throughout these projects, we hire 7 students, 5 from UW Tacoma and 2 from Pacific Lutheran Universities. We provide them with training sections for them to learn how to facilitate math activities and create their own activities as well. And then students brought their own activities to facilitate at the 3 math festivals that took place at the 3 campuses, Lincoln High School, our campus in May, and the PUU in October. At the end of each of the festival, we gather information, so data from our participants to see how their attitudes toward mathematics change after each of the festival. And at the end of the last festival, we gather more information, collect more data on, from our student facilitators and our community partners as well.
So the Office of Community Partnerships funded the vast majority of this, but PLU Mathematics Department also funded their own teaching facilitators, and Lincoln High School also in this incredible STEM day that we participated in as Tacoma Math. They brought in lots of students. They brought in the FFA petting zoo. They had snacks. So everyone was really an equal partner in many ways. What did the funding do? The funding allowed us to hire these students, and I would say it professionalized the experience for them. Rather than just being a volunteer who shows up 1 day or 2 days, it allowed us to train them, to help them develop as communicators. And it also provided the incentive to persist and to participate fully. We were really worried about having the 3 festivals across 2 different academic years, and yet every single one of those 7 students came back in the fall. And I think that was primarily because of the funding. The other thing that the funding did was these festivals have some modest costs associated with them. We have these grand T-shirts. And many times, especially when the students are being dragged in by their parents, suddenly when they realize that, oh, there's a really cool prize I could win if I just participate, those prizes incentivize the students to stay and to engage and to play, and often they end up leaving going, yeah, well, not often, very often, they end up leaving with a very positive attitude towards mathematics.
Our accomplishments, I think the first and foremost accomplishment that we have made is centering around our students, the student facilitators. They play a very, very important roles in the program success. They showcase their dedications, creativity, commitment in engaging the public with mathematics. We're very, very proud of them. So throughout the training, they learn how to facilitate and creating math activities with our very low, they all have low floor and high ceiling, meaning that all the activities is very easy to begin with, but then the level of difficulty increases as they start to answering all the questions or trying to solve all the challenges in each of the activity. Here's a list of the activities that students drafted, created, and facilitated. 2 of them are influenced by the 2 popular games and activities, but the rest are very original and inventive, inspired by various math topics and concepts. Especially one of them found its roots in a summer undergraduate math research, which is really, really cool.
So we talked about data, and I feel like the festivals had their intended impact. I will say we learned a lot about collecting data, especially from people this big and this small. And the idea, of course, is, has your attitude towards math changed? So this was our survey mechanism. We gave everybody a ticket, and we asked the question, and they had to put their ticket into a slot. So they got the thumbs up and the thumbs down, and once we realized that we had to physically go around and ask everybody to please vote, we got a lot more responses. So the first one we didn't do so well at, and you can see from the responses, 2 thumbs up and 1 thumbs up are the majority of our responses. I will say the 0 thumbs up, people are apologetically putting the 0 in. And they're going, I'm sorry, I love math already. You haven't changed my mind. And I don't know about the negatives. I don't have any anecdotal data, but that was at the UW Tacoma Festival. I had some pre-calculus students come to that one, and they didn't particularly like the subject to begin with. But I think we changed some of their minds.
Absolutely. One of the students went to my class the quarter after, and she said, I enjoy the math festival a lot. So I think we changed their mind a little bit. So the next one is throughout the 3 events, we successfully engaged over 150 parents and students in other activities and math activities. Can you imagine a room that filled with lively conversations on the activity tables, and then strategic, dynamic movement on the floors, engaging with physical activities, and then just a sense of the excitement when a participant is solved or complete a challenge. It's just the vibrant and the engaging environments for mathematics learnings is something that we are aspired to create. Here's a couple of the reflections of the students. facilitators after the program. The most rewarding part of the festival was undoubtedly the little seed planted inside kids' minds that math can be fun and enjoyable, that math is all around us, and it's important to understand that it's know how the world works. And Tacoma, UW Tacoma has changed my relationship with mathematics.
I find that remarkable because that was someone who volunteered to be a facilitator who didn't have a good relationship with math. And then finally, our last proud accomplishment is Lincoln High School just loved the activity. We are committed to trying to do it every year. They put it on the calendar of the Tacoma Public Schools in September so that we wouldn't have the issue of conflicting events on the same night. So we're hoping it grows to be bigger and better. And the date, April 18th, 2024. See you there.
We expect to see everyone's there.
Oh, I do challenges. When you start with a vision, sometimes you don't quite realize it. We started with the idea of sort of having this vertical integration where the college students who were facilitating would be mentoring the high school students who would then sort of be reaching out and mentoring the middle school students. And we wanted to sort of get this type of vertical integration. But in the process of identifying our local partner, so we started with the STEAM network, and they really helped us to find the right school where there were people who wanted to partner with us and to take this on in a serious way. But it took a long time to get there. So we never quite got to working towards the middle school. The idea was the event was at Lincoln High School on the middle school visitation day. But we only had one Lincoln High School student who volunteered. So it didn't quite work out. What was also unexpected is the incredible number of elementary school students who came, which is great because they still love math. They were the ones dragging their parents, not their parents dragging them. So in that, I think we needed to adjust the beginning portion of some of the projects, and that's where the need to build an assessment of activities comes in. After each festival, we should have stopped and really gotten together with our facilitators and decided how to make changes rather than just assuming that they would make changes on their own. Of course, these things cost money, and finding a source of future funding that will sustain it is important. A lot of the projects and activities have now been created, which is great. That's a big source. That's where we spend a lot of the money. But it's just the day-to-day, how do we actually advertise? How do we feed the people who are coming? And then finally, we've gotten better at doing the immediate survey, but how to get people to respond to our post-program surveys, which are longer. We have to figure that out. Maybe you have an answer.
Well, we came up with some advice for faculty who would like to do more community engagement work. The first and foremost is you wanted to, once you have an idea, projects, you want to start early on the planning, on the searching for potential community partners in order to execute the plan very well. And once you have an established partners, just leverage their expertise and network. We are very fortunate that Jen Brown at Lincoln High School, she just seamlessly integrated our festival into her STEM night, providing a really good start for our series of math festivals. And then faculty at POU with their extensive network, they're just drawing like the highest number of participants at the last event. So just like leverage their expertise. One thing that we always think about is like when we plan, we dream really big. Like we have so many goals, so many like different missions, but then we have to we can adjust, dream big, and then you can adjust the plan to align with the reality. Last but not least, please visit the Office of Community Partnerships. Ali and Julie and Carly, the dedicated faculty who are ready to collaborate with you and to support you on your community engagement work.
No funds were received for that promotion. And we just want to thank you. And in case anyone here would like a festival favor, this is what all of our students got to take to go home with and keep playing with math. We have some festival favors for you. Thank you.